That was a little better.
Welcome to our channel. In our video, two idiots doing whatever.
Talking about whatever.
Talking about high school.
High school. Club 96. Wow, I might be an idiot. I might be the biggest idiot.
You definitely are.
The next thing is skipping school, and I will not condone to such behavior. Did you ever skip school?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh, girl, you were a bad kid.
I
feel like
oh
this
my
is
God.
a prissy angel.
I would skip school. Like, I would stay home. Like, if I was just like, I need like a day. Like, I was just like,
personal health days are different.
I had horrible attendance, but then I would also like skip like classes. I remember I would like sometimes like hide like in the hallway that's like the hallway that's like by the band room.
That just literally just has an exit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a vestibule to the door.
It's like a heater and a door. That's it.
I would like hide in that hallway, and I would like take naps sometimes, like during class time.
You would sleep in like the in the band room in that closet where they kept all the color guard stuff.
Mm-hmm.
In the marching band room.
Except sometimes I got detentions. Administratives. I got ISS.
I had to go to Saturday school once, and that was for my attendance, senior year. Because I had 5 days left, and it was March, and they were like,
that.
yeah.
You were in Saturday school with me.
Yep.
And we were listening to Marine and the Diamond.
And that was the day I found out they canceled Smash. It was a really bad day for me, but I felt so bad.
I would miss so many days that I had to go to Saturday school, but then like once I knew that I was like missing a couple days, like once I was like, you were allowed to miss 15 days before they were like, you can't graduate.
Yeah.
But then...
Because there was a cap. You can't... Because you have to have at least 180 days. Or 170, I don't know.
65.
Yeah, something like that. Well, if you might... Yeah, that's math. That's good math.
165. So you could only miss 15 days. So once I got to like 12, I would start going to Saturday school so that I could miss another day.
A lot of people did that. They asked me to do it. I had literally 5 to 6 days left, and there was only 2 months left in school year, and they were like, we suggest you do that. They pulled me out of class to tell me that I had this many days off. And I was like, I know, I took them. I'm aware of how many days I have left. So I did Saturday school because the school wanted me to. Not because I got in trouble, but because they suggested I do it. And I'm like, okay. I literally just did all my homework and read. And apparently listened to Marina and the Diamonds. You remember more than I do. I just remember crying because they canceled Smash on that day, the Devil's Day.
But also like leave school like during lunch or like before lunch or after lunch. And
Girl, who were you?
This was junior and senior year.
You had a car.
Because I had a car.
I didn't have a car.
And I would leave school to go to Wawa, and I would get like food and then bring it back. But like my 6th period teacher would sometimes be like I would be like, hey, I'm going to Wawa, do you want it? And he'd be like, yeah, can you give me like a French cruller? Like, yeah, of course.
That's amazing. I didn't get that lucky. I never did that. I never got ISS. Yay! I might have gotten 1 detention in 6th grade.
Oh no.
And that was it. I don't really think I was a bad kid. You make me sound like some prissy little...
Perfect child.
I was fine.
In the words of Lady Gaga, don't be insecure if your heart is pure. You're still good to me if you're a bad kid, baby. That was me.
I was like, but that was you, not me.
I wasn't bad. I just bent the rules.
You made your own rules.
I made my own rules.
I was like, you took the rules and went, no.
You don't have, like your first 2 years of high school, or 3 years, you don't have your car. You don't have, like...
Fair.
You're like, you go to school, you're stuck there, you don't really have that sense of independence. And that's kind of why I, like, did what I did all the time, was just because, like, I wanted to, like, reclaim, like, I wanted to, like, feel like I had control in a system that controlled me, and I didn't like that.
It's my life! I literally went to class, did my homework, went to drama, napped, woke up, did it again. Because I say nap because I didn't sleep in high school because I was perpetually anxiety ridden because I was doing homework, my calculus homework, until like 4 o'clock in the morning, and then getting the results back the next day, and it got a 4 out of 100. And then you had to stay after school and do test corrections until 7 p.m. And then I went to drama club. Wow, my life. Wow. I just think
that
about
sucks.
it. It was all. That's why I didn't take the class. High school, you're so, like, constricted to the norms. I mean, not even just because of the high school we went to, but you see it everywhere, and it's unfortunate. That's why I didn't come out in high school. High school was not the place for me to come out.
Yeah.
I did not that I didn't feel safe, I just was not comfortable. I didn't even know how my friends would feel. I wasn't, like, my own person. And
I just, when I was in high school, I didn't want to come out because I didn't want to, like, I knew in high school.
people cared too much.
Yeah, like, it just, like, I didn't want,
like a
I didn't
hot
want people to think anything differently of me.
Yeah, and it was because it was a hot commodity. People just, like, they wanted to know your business, and, like, in college, nobody gives.
Quiet.
Exactly.
Like, and it was, so when I did it, they were like, oh, cool. I'm like, that's what I needed. I didn't want this whole, like, what? Independence.
But yeah,
lack
get,
of-
like, when you, like...
Individuality.
Like, junior year or senior year, whenever you get a car, like, that's when it, like... It kind of, like, changes for you. Like,
Senior
that's when
year.
I was able to, like, get out of my
Yeah.
environment. And that's when I was able to, like, go visit friends whenever I wanted to. Or, like,
Yeah.
do this. Because up until then, I was, like, literally walking all the way across town just to, like, hang out with my friends.
That's fair.
And play frickin' Xbox.
You're so cool. Prom and homecoming, those are always a hoot. I had more fun at socialized dances later in high school. Freshman year was so uncomfortable for me at homecoming.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Do you remember what I wore to or freshman year homecoming?
I do. You had your long... Is that when you had your long hair still?
No, that's when I had bangs.
It's all coming back to me. I remember the bangs.
And I
Just
wore
for homecoming.
fingerless gloves.
Yes, you did.
And I had black nail polish.
Yes, you
and I
did.
had eyeliner, and I was a mess.
Yeah. I enjoyed them. I had fun with my friends. But I had the most fun, like, junior and senior year. Because sophomore year, I was with my girlfriend at the time. And then senior year was fun. Senior year, didn't all of us go to the tuxedo place and get our tuxes together?
Oh,
I was
yeah.
tortured because it was packed. It was packed.
It wasn't packed when we got there.
It was. I remember
But
waiting in line.
when we were dropping off, it was packed. But that was the worst tuxedo place that we could have gone to. They gave us like bibs.
Yep.
Like not even full vests.
It was like
bibs.
one strip in the back.
You couldn't take your like jacket off without being
Nope.
like completely embarrassed.
Yep.
I hated that.
Yeah, I was mad. But it was fine because I had a lot of fun, except for when I ripped my pants on the dance floor. That's how
Stop it.
this place was. It was, my mom raised hell when we went back there. Like, we did return it different times. When I returned it, my mom went in there and let them have it. Because my mom had to come to my senior prom to get me new pants. Awful. But the prom was fun.
No.
I think that prom is fun, but the whole, like, where are we meeting? Let's take pictures at this house is annoying. I hate the pre-prom stuff. It's a boring...
I like the pre-prom stuff.
I hated
It's like a
it.
fun ooh, let's take a picture here, let's take a picture. Me and
No.
Sarah just didn't take it seriously at all. So we had maybe 2 pictures where we were just like
I wish that was the truth.
cute-ish.
And you went with Sarah. No, you didn't. Who'd you go with senior year?
No, like me and Sarah just didn't take anything seriously. So our pictures were really chill. We were just what's up, bruh?
I should have had more fun.
But and then when we took those pictures in the at Maddie's house,
That was fun. I will say that was fun.
we had pictures at Maddie's house, but I didn't take that seriously either. So
I didn't.
most of the pictures I'm just doing something stupid. So everybody else is nice and with their girlfriend just
I love awkward prom poses.
and I was there
The only reason I didn't do that is because I thought my mom would actually kill me.
my mom didn't care. That was something my mom would do. My mom never got to go to prom
Why?
or homecoming
Why?
because no one ever asked her.
Last but not least, everyone's favorite part of high school is standardized testing. I have a very
Enough.
interesting opinion about standardized tests being a teacher, but I have to be aware of how I explain this being a teacher. So why don't you go first, and then I will describe how I
No, I
feel
wanna
about
hear.
No, I want to know what you think about standardized testing first, and then we'll come back.
I think standardized testing is
Enough.
f***ing stupid. I don't understand the reason for it. My college didn't even ask me for SAT scores. Like,
What?
Yeah, my college was like,
What a backwoods.
Quiet.
well, it was kind of backwards. It was on a farm. But, it wasn't, like standardized testing, I understand what it does, and I understand what the purpose is, but when you're actually, like, if you
Do you know what all schools are looking for nowadays? And it's very sad. Data. A lot of schools,
mean?
all they care about is the data that comes in from different programs and different tests that we take and the different standardized things that are enforced on students. And when I took standardized, like when we took the SATs and other standardized tests, I was so beyond stressed about the score that I was getting because I felt like it was never high enough or I felt like it wasn't good enough. And like, I got into the school I wanted to get into, and you know, I got good coverage because of the scores I got. But there's so much pressure on a standardized test that define, and I think teachers try their best to not let students think that the test defines their like level of ability, because it doesn't. You get points for writing your name, Mary. It is the dumbest thing. I remember sitting there, and it was in the summer. It was like right before summer, and I took the SAT, and I'm sitting there, and I'm reading these questions, and I'm like, why? What is me being able to long divide a 5-digit number ever going to explain the abilities that I have as a person and as a student? It doesn't, Mary, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. It doesn't, because it's stupid. I never understood. Now there's a whole new test now. Like in elementary schools, it's called the PARCC. Well, I probably
that's
shouldn't
New
say that.
Jersey.
Well, it's silly. It's silly is what it is, because I watch kids rip their hair out because of the scores they're getting. I see them stressing out. And teachers, especially teachers, are stressed out about the scores on these tests because if they don't get decent scores, they could potentially lose their jobs, Mary.
Yeah, it reflects badly.
And some kids are not good test takers, so when they get bad scores, the data appears and everyone gets really upset about it, and bad things happen to good people because of a test someone takes.
You know what I got on my SATs?
What?
My highest score?
What?
Was a 1590.
That's not bad, though. Truly, in this grand spectrum of things, that's not a bad score. My highest score, I had to combine my two highest, and I got 1700. That was my highest score.
1590.
But compared to
Everybody, most
Compared to
schools,
what some people get.
most schools were like, oh, we only accept like people that get like 1700s or above, and I was just like, okay, I guess I'm not getting into
that. And we teach kids today, like, about how, like, a test doesn't define you, and everybody learns differently. Like, literally, people go to school to learn that kids learn differently, and then you put them in the same room with the same piece of paper and expect them to just figure it out. Like, no! No, you can't!
Alright, so we don't have anything else to talk about, so, this is the end of the video. Love you.
Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't checked out other videos yet, you should definitely do that, because we talk about all kinds of fun stuff. More content to come. Let us know what you want us to talk about, because two idiots just need to keep talking. Oh, I was just trying to pet him. Can you make him wave bye? Bye!
Bye! Bye!
I'm limp Preston. Bye! Evan, put me down. He's like a person.